What is up, everybody?
Nice.
What's going on?
I feel like
Howdy ho, guys and
I am
gals.
exhausted by the time this week is coming to a close, but we're here.
Hey, wasn't like a Monday a holiday or something, so it's a short
I
week?
worked Monday.
Yeah. I think we all did a little bit.
Yeah. I don't
What did
know.
I do on Monday? Oh, I had some
I was
AC
honoring
calls.
those that were falling. Okay, guys, that's what I was doing.
What were you doing?
Unbelievable. Honoring the fallen, brother. That's what I was doing.
There you
Were
go.
you doing it in American-made socks?
You
Oh.
got dear too, Noah.
We got a segue into a sponsor here.
Yeah.
You want to take it?
Always got to rock the Camel City Mill socks, bro. Whether they rock the Dan Marino Ironside wool that keep your feet dry for 14-hour plus shifts, brother. There's nothing better than having dry feet when you get home and being able to have a pair of boots for more than 2 years that don't stink. So Kurt's wife doesn't make him get a new pair after 8 months. So what you need to do is go use discount code NIGHTS and get yourself some Camel City Mill socks, baby. And so
All
Kurt
right.
can keep his boots a little bit longer.
Well, Jake is a master of the quick promo right there. Good job.
That's all I got. That's all I got.
Well, dude,
Oh,
you know,
free. Hold up.
I've kind of enjoyed having to get new boots like every 8 or 9 months. It's like one of my few little pleasures. I enjoy getting new boots.
I feel like that's just the break-in period almost. Like 6 months for a pair of boots to really get to. By the time, then you got to start all over again, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do put heavy wear on them in that short period of time.
There you go,
We
Steve.
believe
Shout out.
Camel City does have really good socks. I concur. Victor is
Yes.
up in Texas right now. What's up, man? Almost missed the show because of the time difference.
Shout out. Yeah, boy. What part of Texas? Where's he at? Where's he at in the TX?
I don't know. I don't know what he's doing in this part of town.
He's out there seeing
this
his
part of
ex.
town.
With what?
What did you say?
You know that's where all the exes go. They all go to
Oh.
Texas. Out there seeing his ex.
Don't you dare take some George Strait. Oh, my ex, you're living. Yeah, classic, bro. Oh, man. Oh, there you go, Kurt. Get a haircut recently?
No, I tried to get one today, but I couldn't.
Looked like he was getting.
I've been trying to get
Looks
one for
good.
the past like 2 weeks. Just can't get away
That's a
from it.
lot of. That's a lot of hair for me. I got to cut that down.
Okay. Roger that. That's a cool hat you're rocking.
Yeah, you
He's
like
in
that?
Killeen, Texas.
Colleen.
Okay.
Some call
Yeah, I was like, it
Colleen.
looks
Some
different.
say Colleen.
I was like, it looks different. He's like, I know I
Callan.
misspelled it. I'm trying to look to the chat really quick. What's up, Rudy?
Yeah.
Rudy was in my
Rude
neck
the
of the
dude.
woods. Bought up some of the t-shirts that I had.
Nice. Yeah, it's always nice.
They were in town for a taekwondo thing. They had their whole family does this tournament deal. They're gonna go to Thailand. I believe he said, like, it was a whole thing.
Hell yeah. I used to
Cool.
practice hot keto.
Hot keto.
Hot keto.
Okay, I've never.
It's like a form of karate.
It's like I'm not familiar with that. I don't know if you meant the keto diet or what, but
No, it's okay, brother. I mean, you wouldn't understand the breathing techniques we got to deal with when we're out here just fighting dragons and shit.
what was that Chuck Norris one?
Oh,
Wait, Kurt did that
Kurt's
one.
our Chuck Norris. Yeah, Kurt is Chuck Norris. of HVAC, bro.
You know what I remember from all those years of just kick them in the nuts and get it over with.
Yeah. Bro,
Just
there's no
fight
shame in
dirty.
my game. I feel that. Yeah. Yo, you bite, claw, twist a nipple or two, you're good. That's my purse. I don't know you. Do you guys watch King of the or ever watch King of the Hill?
Used to.
No.
There was an episode where Bobby was going through some self-defense classes and it was for women. So it was always like, yeah, and that was it. Like someone would take his purse and he would be like, "That's my purse. I don't know you." And then he would just kick him right in the nuts. And then like Hank was like, "Oh," like, it was so funny. Oh yeah, it's good. It's just like stupid comedy.
What's up, Mike? I never understood
Yes.
some of these shows as a kid, like a young kid, and
Mm-hmm.
then like I appreciated it more a little bit later, right? All
Yeah,
the
man.
adult jokes.
So good. I swear to God, throughout life, man, you can pull up a King of the Hill episode and there will be something that pertains to what's going on in your life. You're just like, it's just real life. It's just real life.
It's
Dude,
relatable. Yeah.
what was really relatable for me growing up was The Simpsons because
I was
worked
about to
in a
bring that one up.
nuclear my dad worked in a nuclear facility as an engineer. So I got to sit up late and laugh at Homer Simpson and kind of laugh at my dad. I thought it was great.
That's good. Get to
There you
meet
go.
Mr. Burns. Oh man, good times.
That's
Oh,
one I was about
that's
to
what I relate to. Good times.
bring up Simpsons because they predict everything. And what's the other one? South Park makes fun of everything that's
Mm.
going on in the news and the media. Good shows.
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to watch South Park growing up.
You weren't
My
allowed.
mom wouldn't. Nah, man. My
My parents didn't
Mama
give a
Duke.
shit.
Yeah, just the one thing, I guess. For the most part, it's
I
like I would
was I was
ran
just thinking
around
about it
and
the
did
other day
whatever.
because I one of my favorite movies growing up was RoboCop and Terminator, right? Those movies. But I those were like in the 80s. Like I was a
Hmm.
real young kid watching blood and guts and everything. And like my dad's favorite was like Rambo, and like I would watch that with him and stuff. And I was like, you get exposed to it early on. You don't really, nothing phases you.
Nah, straight up. Yeah, no. I do recall a couple of times my mom would wake me up. I'd really like Freddy Krueger. And like if it was on, she'd wake me up and we'd go watch it.
Well, right now I'm dealing with that with my kid. My son is super into scary movies, so he's like into Scream, like the Scream movies, Jason and Michael Myers and all that kind
Hmm.
of stuff. And it just came out of nowhere. I was like, cool. He gets all
Fun
excited that he
times.
has the Michael Myers like costume for Halloween and stuff.
Yes, sir. Yeah. My son went through those phases. Now he's into Harry Potter.
There you go.
Super random. But it's good. I love Harry Potter. Kurt, you? Huh? Anything?
No kids. Only
Are
What's
faces my.
Riley
you?
like to watch?
So what now?
So what's Riley like to watch?
He likes to watch that low spot in the fence. Every time I go out, his eyes are stuck to it.
Oh,
I gotta
you
get,
got to fix
I
that.
gotta get fixed. If I don't stand between him and that spot, he's going for a run.
It's getting out of hand.
That'd be all you got to do is use that as a sponsored video segment for something like, concrete pad. I know a company that likes to make concrete pads that you could just put to cover that spot up. No.
Another
Nah,
company that can supply you the tools to do it, you know.
It's out there, Kurt. There's
I
possibilities,
bought
brother. You can make a
a
video on anything.
I bought a labor finder company that can find me the labor to just put up the fence that I bought.
There you go.
I
Ah.
ain't got the mojo to get out there and do it.
Nice. Steve, you're an evil man.
He has Oh, he hides. I thought he was talking about his kids. He hides in a Michael Myers mask to scare his wife.
Probably no, he scares the dogs with those. I think he's got a few dogs.
I
We got my son. Yeah, he was in all that. Chucky and Sam was one. He was Sam last year, I think, or something the year before.
there was
Um,
a whole bunch of messed up movies growing up. Now that you kind of unlocked those memories for me right now, like Chucky, all those Puppet Master movies, the Leprechaun movies. There was a
oh shoot,
ton of
yeah,
weird ones.
I
dude.
know
What a time to be alive.
One of Brad Pitt's first roles was in a Freddy Krueger movie, wasn't it?
There was a lot of people. I don't.
One where he comes through in your dreams and he has a claws. Is that Freddy
Hmm.
Krueger? Yeah, he
Yeah, was that
was.
old Bradley Pitt?
Yeah, he. I got attacked in his dream or something like that in one of his movies. Yeah.
There was a lot of them that
Solid.
started in those movies, like as the kids getting tormented. All these actors that or famous actors now. Hellraiser,
Ha-
Exorcist.
Hellraiser. Everybody's just coming with it now. It's almost spooky season too. We ain't far away.
Speaking of movies,
Or
I
May.
like spooky series. Like
Uh,
if you get into a
uh,
good series on Netflix
like
that's got
like
maybe
you
some
look,
kind of
like Stranger
Kurt.
Things.
religious twist to it.
He was in a Wednesday, weren't you?
That I couldn't think of that. Yeah, Stranger Things,
Look at him. He's like,
Wednesday.
"How did you know?"
I did watch
No,
it.
nothing. Okay, that's okay. No, I heard it was really good, and I think their season two's coming out, or it might already be
My
out.
kids, my kids loved it. I have yet to
Yeah,
watch it.
same.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Oh, that was the
Yeah,
other one. Johnny
cool.
Depp uh, was also in
Yeah,
Nightmare on Elm Street.
no
They were
shit.
all in there.
That's it. You know, the more you know.
Is that the Dune one, the big desert worm,
Oh,
or is it
the
something else?
desert worm. Nah, wasn't that like Tremors or something?
Dune's got great big old desert worms in it.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one got me as a
Yeah.
kid.
Chainsaw Massacre kind of scared the shit out of me when I was younger. It
Well, a
was too
lot of them were
real.
just like,
Well,
mm-hmm.
it hit too close to home because it was Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So I
Mm.
always thought they
It's
were
preaching now.
lurking around somewhere.
Jeepers Creepers was filmed right up the street from here. Not
Dude,
like
Jeepers
right
Creepers
up the
has like
street
a
was.
weird story to it with the director and all that, or the guy that created it.
Well, dude, Deliverance was filmed just down the road from here.
Kurt, you sounded like in character right there, brother. I don't
I
like
know.
it. Go squeal like a pig.
Tremors.
Oh shoot.
Um. Oh man, I had a.
Actually, it was filmed in North Georgia. It wasn't filmed in South Georgia.
Well, you're close to, I guess, Atlanta. No, how far are you from Atlanta again, Kurt?
Like 3 hours from Atlanta.
Well, Stranger Things, Human Centipede, solid. Never saw it though.
Yeah, I stayed away from that one.
Um, yeah, dude. I mean, I haven't watched a scary movie in quite some time. What was that one? Remember Paranormal Activity? Like the early 2000s. It looked like it was all filmed on like a
The
camcorder and like,
original one, yeah, scared the
dude,
shit out of me.
had you for like, yeah, bro. We were so real quick story time. We were in the movie theater, bro, and like we knew the dude who ran it, so we were in at like 1 o'clock. And it was just me and like three other people. Nobody was. It was in the mall. Nobody else is there, bro. The doors slammed, and I'm sure the guy was just fucking with us, but I was like, no, sir. I was done, bro. Like cause it was the back door and then the front door, so obviously there's two people, but still, at like 1:30 in the morning, went with that movie. No bueno, Poppy.
Speaking of, speaking of movie theaters, my girlfriend was telling me about one in the news where because what's the no the other one is Final Destination, like New
Mm.
Bloodline or something. So that movie came out recently, and in one of the theaters that it was playing in, the ceiling collapsed inside
No.
while they were watching
No,
the
it
movies.
didn't.
Yeah, it did.
Jesus Christ. Okay, okay. Did
So
people die?
I don't think so. I mean, I haven't looked at
Okay,
the
thank.
article, but she showed me a picture, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Like if that happened to me, I would be so traumatized to watch anything at the movie theater.
Let's
I
see.
haven't gone to the theater in a while.
Why do you guys
I
got to
go
say it all prim and proper? Theater.
theater.
Theater. Theater. I gotta go to the movie theater.
I ain't seen a big
Hold
screen in a long time.
We have a one of those. What do you call those? Those drive-ins or not drive-through, right? I don't know.
The
They built
drive-in.
one.
You
We had an old one. They built one closer. We might check it out.
yeah, there's you right. There's some collapsed roof.
I know I'm right.
You son of a bitch.
I haven't seen all the paranormal activities because like Unkmeister was like the last one had like cholos versus demons, but it was bad funny. I know there's like a ton of them now.
Yeah, I
Oh,
haven't seen like the first one. Yeah, it was like
First
I
one was
think maybe
good,
the second one
oh,
might have been pretty good too because it was like the same people if I'm not mistaken. But that was like the same
probably.
shit when like the Blair Witch Project came out. Like we lived 45 minutes from the mountains in Maryland where it was, so everybody would go up to. Obviously, it was all fake. Like it wasn't a real like thing based on anything real, but they did a hell of a job on making it appear to be a thing.
Well, nobody had done that like the Blair Witch
I
too,
know
because
that
it was
yeah.
like a camcorder style thing.
Yeah,
It was crazy.
yeah. Well, what are those things called? Where they the film festivals? Yeah, it was like one of those that won.
Oh yeah, yeah, good movies. Everybody's talking
Aside
about
from
like
that,
Annabelle.
oh, that's right. It's on display in Western.
I had seen that like people thought that it had escaped. I was like, screw
Oh
that.
God, Brian's
what are you,
got it, bro.
what are you talking about?
The doll, bro. Kurt, you
Um,
better watch your back. Watch your back, Kurt, behind you.
it's Riley.
He's like, what the
What was the
fuck is
name of the?
going
I already
on?
forgot where that one came from. The people that went around and dealt with that shit. It's from The
I don't
Conjuring.
know.
I forgot the people's names. Lorraine and something
Mm,
else.
Bob it.
No, it was it was a couple that went around dealing with all these haunted places and stuff, and they're the ones that captured Annabelle and were holding it because it did all this crazy shit.
Yeah, never got into all of it, man.
What was that movie about the inbred family? Which one?
Jeez, what was that movie? Yeah, they're out there. All those movies are. Well, we've been watching the Minecraft movie.
Whoa, Neil. He's like, some of y'all's work videos get a little Blair Witchy with all that jerking and darkness.
Yeah, I might be trying to zoom in on something. You might catch a spider's web and it's all spooky. Yeah.
Yeah, Ed and Lorraine. I don't remember. I know they're from The Conjuring, but
Um,
that just reminds me. I've seen a lot of people use those Meta Ray Bans, and I just every time I see somebody use them,
oh,
I'm not sold on them. Are there different versions, or is it just one pair that they have for sale?
There's
I think it's just
different
one for now.
there's
Oh
different
shit, Cursor.
versions. Yeah, there's different versions.
Like, are there some better than others? Because I feel like,
I don't know. They're both. I think they're all based on that same kind of style of glass. You can get bigger ones or smaller ones.
but
One
the
reason I noticed
camera's the same, right?
cameras the same. They were on display at Target, and I saw like three different ones on display.
You got a Target?
We got a Target.
Um,
You know what they
I don't
say
know.
about people with targets.
I don't know what
For
it
some
is, but
reason, all the lights are red.
on what?
Target.
What was I gonna say?
Makes you wonder.
But no, it's because I've seen some and they look really good, and then I see others and they look real choppy. So I'm like, I don't know if it's a different camera or what.
Um, I think soon you may have real viable cameras.
There was another one. Well, they're now that the Met, what are they called? Meta Ray Bans are a thing. I think I've seen other ones starting to pop up.
Solid. Hell yeah.
Do you know with if you're wearing glasses, how easy it would be to have a camera on the back and have a 360 view of your head instead of just doing this really shaky vision that we're getting? Because like if you do a
Yeah, I'm not.
360 camera in post view, you can direct where you want your screen to be.
But like, is this camera gonna have to be like shooting out the top of your head?
No, you just have to be wearing glasses.
Oh, oh yeah, like yeah. I guess we'll see. We need one. Sorry, I got a text message. Who's you have people over?
Who,
I
me?
hear people. I don't know.
Yeah, it's my wife and kids.
Oh, okay. So
Man.
how's work been in Florida?
Well, in Florida's been hot as hell. It's a sweaty mess where you take two steps out and you're drenched. You got swamp ass. It's been good though, steadily picking up very well. We're having almost our highest profitable month to date in 3 years. So that's pretty cool. Um, what else? Yeah, man, no, just steady rolling. Had a call today. Three other companies were there first, then I got there last. The other company was still there. It was 1 hour, the big franchise company. And all of them said, "Oh, it's dead, compressor, yada yada yada." I was like, "All right, cool. I'm gonna figure this shit out, right?" So it was a blown fuse, okay, and changed. It was one of those ones that were in like the little cylinder. I'm talking. I don't know what kind those are, and yeah. So I just had to put them in their place. Anyways, but then the transformer was blown after that, and then the contactor was bad, and then the solenoid was fucked up. So like it was on its leg, but none of the guys tried to get it to work. So I got it to come on for a little bit. Kurt, your
Nice.
end? How's working? How's work in Georgia in Albany,
Work's
Albany?
pretty, work's pretty good. Work is pretty good. I'm staying steady.
Tell us more.
Steady but not too busy.
Ecast over here is
Ecast knows.
in Florida.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bro,
We got
it's a
rained out
wreck. Like you know
yesterday.
what it is.
We got rained
You
out
did?
yesterday. Like a little flood happening, and
Oh
then
shit.
no, no. Well, it rained half the day, and water accumulated, and it was actually nice and cool when it rained right before and in between. And then right after lunch, it got super sunny, super hot. All the water evaporated super quickly, and now it's like 100 degrees.
Well,
Oh, the
dudes, I'm gonna
worst.
tell you, with us, we've had so much cloudy weather. We've only had a few times when it's gotten to like 95 degrees or something. We are still waiting on a stretch of hot days to get, maybe close to 195 degrees or something. And, it's just we've had a couple of slow days because of rain and cloudy weather because of it.
It must still be kind of chilly there, Kurt, with the hoodie on, or is that
Dude, you don't.
I'm
My
waiting.
wife
I
like
love to
my
hear what you got
wife
to
likes
say.
it cold in the house, so
Hey,
Daddy
so
wears a
you're set. You
sweatshirt.
so what's the temperature in the house?
Oh, it's probably about 70.
Okay, so what you're saying is that Bosch system is maintaining a nice, cool, dehumidified space in your house.
No comment.
So what you're trying to tell me is Bosch does make a pretty superior piece of equipment. Am I wrong?
As long as you're running it in the summer.
Well, that's the point of it, bro. I just was hoping to get a better answer than that. That sucks, Kurt. That was the people with blood, brother. Oh man.
No, we've had a bunch of calls. I need to catch up next week. I think tomorrow I got to do follow-ups, and yeah, we just have a ton of old like AC systems that we're trying to get running for now, and a lot of it needs to be replaced. So we'll see how that goes. Not looking forward to it because of the whole situation this year with everything, but we'll see.
Mm.
Dude, I've been
Have
putting
you
off this
guys?
job.
Oh, which job?
It's one of those where you have to reach over the coil to get to the blower motor behind it, and you might have to change the blower motor in place because you can't pull the blower wheel out without removing the evaporator coil.
Oh no.
I'd be avoiding that too.
It's,
Yeah,
I've already
I ain't
walked.
doing it.
It's an all inside job, and I walked away from it today because it was raining.
Oh yeah,
I can't get wet. I can't do it.
I got to walk to my van. I don't want to get drenched.
Stay. Sorry, today's not the day. Oh man. I, I I hear that, dude. There's so many jobs where you're just like, I really don't want to fucking do that. We have this one
That's
here.
me lately.
Yeah, dude. It was like I I told him Q ended up going over to look at it. I told the lady already because this other company put this system in, and it's in an old house that's like 100 years old, maybe even older. So you know what I mean. And they put, everything's retrofitted, obviously to fit the house, but it's in an attic. They didn't seal the ducts or anything, which you can barely get in the attic. And with the system there, I was like, we would have to cut the whole system out to be able to get to do anything,
Oh
you
man,
know?
I've had a couple recently, and now we have other guys to send. So
There you
I
go.
had I had the one probably mentioned it, but it was like
Sorry.
in a drop ceiling, and there's
Hmm.
one that I can reach, and I was checking it, and I was like, I'm like, it's not this one, and I look up, and there's another one further up in the drop ceiling, all the way to like the roof. I
Hmm.
was like, yeah, I can't reach that shit, and
How you going to get up there?
well, look, I don't understand some of they're all strip malls. I don't understand if they were built for a restaurant. They could also just have been an office space that got turned into a restaurant. I have no idea, right?
Mm. Hmm.
Because every single one, these AC units are back to back and they're over the registers. So that's where the people are. That's where people are ordering the food. That's where they make the food too, because you can watch them as they make it. And
It's not
I,
leaking water, is it?
sometimes it does, but not this time. Um, Sometimes they have a hole, yeah, a whole like hole in the ceiling. But no, like I got up there and I'm like, this is not it. And I looked up and there was another one, and I was like, well, I can't do it. I can't do anything about it. So I sent my senior tech with the kids, the younger guys. They reached it because the way to get up there is so stupid because there's a registers right, so I can't put the ladder on the side where all the wiring is because I can reach like the drain and everything. It's a split system. It's horizontal. I can reach the drain and the return and all that stuff, but I can't reach the other side with the wiring. And then right above the registers, there's a drop thing with like signage and lights and everything. I was like, I'm not doing it. So I handed it off. They managed to fix it. I was like, good job. Give him a golf clap. I was like, awesome.
Hmm.
It was a bad transformer.
Should you son of a bitch? Should have gave him a raise.
They just started.
That
Oh,
is that is an advantage to having employees, isn't it?
Yeah, there was another one too. Oh, like they just found out because you all were talking about blower motors on a train system. The ones that are not belt driven, it's like a DC motor or something. You got to take off the whole top of the RTU with the condenser fans and everything. Take it off, and that blower motor has to come out through the top. I was like, I
What?
remember.
What?
Yeah, and you got to get on a ladder to do everything because the units are taller than you, right? So me and my dad did one many years ago. It was one of us on each side, working over on ladders on this unit, pulling it directly up, getting a new one in. It's the whole thing, right? So our new guys found out how to do that this week because they replaced one.
Nice.
But yeah, I think that's been it. I've had a lot of refrigeration stuff recently.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I've been working on one video that I really wanted to publish today. I didn't have a video today, and
Jeez, come on, Kurt, you suck.
I got to get approval before I can publish it.
Oh
Oh, it's
man,
one of
which one's this
those.
for?
There's a bunch of them in this one.
I
Um,
gotta I'm, go ahead, man. Go ahead, dog. Talk to me, man. Let me hear it.
Gree,
Lay it out on the table.
Gree is in it. Gree is in that one. Duraline is one of the main ones.
Oh yeah.
Assurity by Diversitech.
Shout out.
They are all coming together to help me fund this project that I put together just so I could benefit my customer and them and have all this come together. And that's the video I want to bring out. And because it's sponsored, they need to approve it before I can bring it out.
You know what I write in my contracts, Kurt? They have no say in that shit. I say what goes down here. I run this bitch. No, I don't. I don't say that, but I do say expect it to be colorful because that's generally how it ends up going. Um, I meant to have a video out yesterday, then today, so I'm gonna probably have one back to back, one tomorrow, and one Saturday. Just I have been busy. I just forget, but
Well, EcoFlow's got one they're wanting me to do right away. In fact, I
oh,
did one for them, and they
uh-huh.
suggested some improvements,
Oh,
and they sent me a new piece of something
they give
to
you extra
install.
batteries?
No, a car charger,
I'm gonna hit them up. I'm gonna get EcoFlow because I know,
and
yo, Rick's video for that blew up.
I'm so I need to redo a video for them and how I
Okay.
could possibly use it here at my house because my house is different. They don't, those two systems don't jive, but there is a way for me to use it. So
Mm,
I might invest in that so that I can use that.
I like that. I like it. Yeah. Yeah, that
Here's the
sounds
problem though.
good,
I'm
man.
out in the middle of nowhere and there are no certified electricians to work on this stuff out here. And the nearest one is in Savannah and he ain't coming out here to do like one little transfer switch panel.
You wouldn't do that?
No.
Hmm.
You need me up there, bro? I do transfer switches probably once a week. I
Well,
know nothing about
I
electricity.
can order it and have it installed. They just won't warranty it. So it's weird stuff like that.
Okay. True story.
Steve is
Well,
it's tough with high humidity when it doesn't slow down.
mm,
That's what we got.
facts, brother. Okay. Well,
Were
I'm
you gonna
looking
say
forward
something?
to the EcoFlow video. I'm looking
Oh,
forward to it. I want to see these stacked
I got
batteries that you can put on stuff,
I
you know?
I don't have EcoFlow, but I think I finally got some power stations coming in.
Same here. It's the one that
Wait a minute. You
Kurt
said
put in his van.
stations. You got more than one
Oh,
coming?
he's got more than one station? How many
Can you hear
stations you
it?
got, bud?
I have one right now. I don't know if you can hear it ramping up right now.
Which one is it?
It's a cheap one from Amazon. That's like the one that I got a while back before finally everybody else is like, "Oh yeah, we can send you something." So, I
Uh,
guess I'll have a few
yeah.
power station videos coming out, but I still have freaking thermal imagers. I got like 5 emails the other week.
I just ignore those, bro. Like I'm not even. I'm good with the one I got.
I
Dude, I
keep
kept
getting
pulling them out of my garage. I was like, gave them to my dad. I gave him like 5 of them. I was like, I don't know what to do with them anymore.
I
Oh
keep
my
getting
god.
offers for this M12 Robo vacuum, and it keeps catching my eye because it's a M12, and I look at it and it has nothing to do with Milwaukee. It's this
Oh yeah.
vacuum that runs around your house, and
Oh
I
shit.
can't get rid of it fast enough. I'm like, just go away.
I got a Milwaukee battery powered grease gun. I'm like, yeah, it's just so funny the amount of shit you get. Like there's I'm sure I mean we all know it, right? We get like 5 to probably 10 emails a day of just random shit and you're just like and then you forget because then there's one like you're like, oh okay, I'll answer them later. And you're like, fuck, I could really use this. And then you like email them back and you start that whole thing and
I did that and I didn't
yeah.
hear back from a lot of them, but I was like,
That's
damn it.
what happened. I was like, yeah, dude. I was like, it was a couple mini splits because I want to put the one in the garage, and one there they want like a whole video, and I'm like, I'm no, like, like I'll,
It's
I'll
Oh
all
I'll
yeah,
show
like
it.
yeah,
Hmm?
like cuz I was just discussing with a few of them too, like send it and basically I'll take a look at it if we can show it in a video really quick. But like if they want a whole dedicated video or like like a sponsored ad, like stuff that
Hmm.
we've done before, I got to get a payment for that. So that's just my 2 cents. I don't care what
I
it
would
is unless you're like Milwaukee or something.
for sure. Go ahead, Kurt. You about to say something? I can see it in your face, man. What you got?
nothing.
You were holding in a fart or something. Then.
He got me thinking about Milwaukee. Milwaukee will be very upfront about saying they do not sponsor anybody, but they can be very friendly with some people.
You can't tell me they don't do something for those bigger. There's a lot of content creators that we see that are that
Yeah.
are
I
way up
don't
there.
I don't know. They are adamant that they do not sponsor anybody.
I guess they don't fully like yeah, I would say they don't sponsor, they support. You know what I mean? I,
Yep.
I
And they
would say that.
support really well.
Yeah. So they're good about that and maybe just not like cuz if you watch all the other guys too like Tool Review and VCG, they all get the same shit. You know what I mean? Tool
Yep.
Boss and stuff like that. And they're in cahoots with all the other brands too. So like you used to wonder like, "Oh, you're spending all this money on this." No. No, you're getting it all now. You know what I mean?
No, now you know. Yeah.
Yeah, right? You're like, "Damn." So they was getting us this whole time.
The one person that I know buys most of his shit is Morgan though.
Oh yeah, yeah, straight up.
He's always like, "Oh, I bought this, I bought that."
Yeah.
Freaking always
Fish.
beats me to something that I'm looking at. And he has a
Mm-hmm.
Milwaukee the extra large drawer. I was like, "Damn it, I wanted that."
Yeah,
But right
right.
now they're back ordered, I guess.
Yeah. Uncle
I seen them.
Meisters, they give you free tools. I'm gonna say 90% of the Milwaukee tools I have, and some of the big dollar ones, the biggest ones, I bought. But
Mm-hmm.
recently, they let me get new stuff that comes out if I want it. So I'm gonna take advantage of that. Yeah.
That Jake finally got his press tool.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows. I've only used it once. And to be honest, guys, I feel like the setup time and everything's just as the same as brazing.
It's about the
Like,
same. It
yeah,
is.
and I'm like this is how I plan on doing pressing, like at the evaporator coil. That way, you're not risking having to worry
Yeah.
about shit heating up the TXV and all the sensors now with all the A2L stuff, you can just press it in and it's easy. The setup time it's going to take the same amount of time, but you don't risk having to
Well,
heat up
I'm gonna tell
the
you, and
valve and all
sometimes
that.
there's sometimes
Hmm.
you won't be able to the evaporator coil even then, or even if you try to use it outside, there's some joints outside you just can't get a press tool
Hmm.
to.
I plan on
It's not.
just
It's a nice option to have, but it's not like any technician can get away with not knowing how to solder. You
yeah.
gotta have both screw. You gotta have them both.
Yeah, because you think
True.
about it, you're always going to have to braze the condenser in, like no matter what, unless they come out with extended
Unless you
ports
want to
or
be,
something.
unless you want to be risky and cut the bells off.
I
You
wouldn't
know,
even mind
some
that because
I've been told that carrier products are being shipped with just extended pieces of 3/4 and 3/8, no bells on them.
Would you guys hate that or like that
I would like it.
or be okay with it?
I think that would make more sense because then either way, like I swedge all my shit too, right?
Yeah, I
So
was gonna say
I just use the spin.
like personally I could just expand it on the spot.
So if they
Yeah,
have
well, I
it,
don't. You don't even have to expand it on the spot. You can expand your copper and just slide over the
Yeah.
copper.
exactly. That's so like, and then if you have an extended piece that doesn't have the bell fitting on it, that would be perfect to be honest. And if they did the same thing with evaporator coils, that way it gives you the option one way or the other. I think that would be really cool,
They
actually.
should. Well, copper isn't cheap, I guess, but they should all do that because even on the refrigeration stuff that I see, even like because usually they're the line sets coming out of the evaporator coil.
Hmm.
They're kind of like a indoor AC unit. Like they're just capped, right? And you got to cut it off or whatever. And even having to braze is a pain in the ass because the stubs barely come out of the panel. So I got to take
Hmm.
off like 5 or 6 screws on most of these, remove that whole little panel piece. Remember not to completely take it off because there's no cutout, right? It's just a ring around the kind of like the AC units. One of them has a ring around the pipe. You can't like if you take it out and you braze, you can't freaking put it back, right? So done that before, but it just sucks because even to braze those stubs, they don't give you enough. So I would be more than
Yeah.
appreciative of just longer stubs in general, whether you're gonna
Hmm.
press or braze or whatever. And like you said, like protecting valves because all I see now are EEVs, and it's a pain in the ass just to worry about it. So I do the same
Well,
thing. I press on the indoor unit for like walk-ins and stuff like that.
with this mini
Yeah, I
split,
could.
the green mini split that I installed, I had to
Hmm.
extend the line set on one of them, and it's a steel line set. I just pressed it to copper,
Oh,
added
Yeah.
about 10 to 12 feet on it, and worked fine.
Yeah. I 1,000% see the advantage. Like I said, I think that's
a-
just the perfect way because the first
and I think you'll get
Goodman,
faster too.
you son of a gun.
The more you do it, the faster you're gonna get.
My internet sucks, bro. So it's gonna pause and glitch. And no, you're right. Like at my first time doing it, I was like, God dang, man, and I didn't
Took
have all the stuff
forever.
I needed because I had to order the stuff from supply house. But I did burn a valve or the one of the sensors for the A2L for the Goodman because
Oh,
they
that's
had it.
right.
The wire was literally on the suction line, like zip tied to it. The sensor's down in the bottom in the drain pan, and I burnt the wire. I was like, son of a bitch. You know what I mean? I
Okay.
heated up the wire. Sorry, I didn't burn through it or
Yeah. No,
anything.
I deal
But
with the same thing because on evaporator coils, there's sensors, like you said, zip tied to the suction on those, or there's a little extra piece of like it's like a little sleeve made of copper that is uh, soldered onto the suction, and that like you put it inside of it, right?
Yep.
mm,
So I have to remember all the time to look for sensors and not burn them. And I've done it before, and I know because I've done it before, like what you were
yeah,
talking about.
Yeah,
Yep.
there's a big air conditioning company used to put their defrost sensors in a sleeve like that. Train
Oh
had
yeah. I
defrost
just
sensor
changed one.
fit down in a sleeve like that.
Yeah, you got to be
It
careful.
was
I'm
it was we just can't get this shit right. It's been over a year and we still can't figure it out, guys.
It's the
Guys,
internet.
we were
It's the
talking about
internet.
movies. Y'all remember the cholo that was in that Friday
Hey,
2?
he's
Oh, how'd
my
you like
man.
the?
Yeah, next Friday. That shit was funny as hell, Adrian. You mean
It
next
was
Friday?
fun. You remember the Hispanic comedian who was the cholo? I mean,
Fuck, what was his name? I already forgot.
He had the
No more
dogs. Is
locked
that to do with the
doors.
dogs?
he was like, "Look away. Get away from my girl. That's my sister, man. Get away from her."
And the and the
It
freaking
was
That
so
dog.
was
hilarious.
perfect.
I was trying to look him up to see if I could figure out who he was to see if he did other things.
It is a famous. He's been in a lot of movies now, but the dog that got high, his dog that got high.
Mm,
That was a good
that
one.
bull terrier. Yeah.
Next Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
that was funny. I had never seen it before. That was funny.
did you get to
Well,
Friday after next yet?
No, I've only seen the first two.
Shh. All right. You coming up on that trilogy, son. Hey,
That was
they
fun.
clean it. They some tans. Yeah, you right. But they clean though. That's one of my favorite ones.
You
Oh.
talking about his tins?
Yeah, his rims. He's like,
yeah.
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 They tans, but they clean. I do that shit with the baby bee all the time, bro. I'm like, yeah, but they clean. Oh man. Yeah, that's good stuff, man. Movies are good.
Oh, you reminded Brian of Cheech and Chong. That was a good one too.
Oh yeah. Whatever
Chico
happened?
was the dog's
Chico was
name.
a dog. Yeah, yeah, the bull terrier.
What's up, Chris?
The guy who
Was that
played
a
the
new?
The guy.
cholo, he was the funniest guy in the whole show in the whole movie for me. That cholo guy. I mean, he was hilarious.
Oh man, look
And
at the
Money
new
Mike.
Avatar picture, man. Oh, Money Mike, bro. You can't
Is
go
that
wrong.
from
Did
the
you guys?
next one?
That's Friday after next, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll wait till
you
you get
gotta
to that
watch
one,
out.
Kurt.
What else? Yeah, you that put him on the map too.
Oh yeah. And now he's exposing everybody.
What a real one. But shoot, what's another funny one?
Was his name Damon?
Nor.
No.
Let's see.
Was it?
We gonna do a quick cast member
Oh no,
search
that
on
was
next
Top
Friday.
Flight Security. That one was a good one too. That's in the next one, Kurt. You'll understand that.
Friday cast.
We're gonna do a little bit of
Oh,
fact checking.
R.I.P. John Witherspoon, dog.
Oh, dude, he was the best.
He was the he would pull it. He'd pull his little gorra. He'd pull it down over his eyes so you couldn't see his eyes.
Yes,
Day down,
Damon
Devo.
was Damon. Oh, Damon was at the big
There's
dude,
Joker.
Baby Joker.
Because that was Joker was Jacob Vargas.
But that's his name. But that
Vargas.
was the guy, Baby Joker, right?
Well, then there's Little
Wait a
Joker, then
minute. What'd you
Baby
say that
Joker.
guy's name was? What'd you say that guy's name was now?
Which one? Jacob Vargas.
Jacob Vergas.
Okay, that's
Now
what
you're
I
just
said.
showing off.
It's Vargas. Okay, it's Vargas.
No, just don't say that. Just don't say that. Don't.
What did I say wrong, Kurt?
Well, that is a slang word for your pito.
What the fuck is a pito?
It's a slang word for your wanky tank, man.
I'm still not understanding, Kurt. Could you tell me more?
I'm gonna let y'all
shoot.
Keep
He
going
said,
on
"Yo,
that one.
wanky tank." Yo, okay. Well, now I know.
I'm trying to keep
So,
it G-rated here, man. And I was playing a game with words with you, making you say a funny
I,
word. I didn't want to say what it was.
you got me. You got me. Vergas. You said, "Oh shoot." Um,
Stop! Stop!
I love it. Getting Kurt to laugh is the best. That's what that makes my day right there, man. Next to seeing my wife smile and my kids come and hug me at the door. You're
Oh,
twig and
everybody's trying to
bears. Thank you. Now
help
I
you in the
know.
chat.
You're Willie. Oh, bro, was it not y'all remember Austin? Speaking of movies, Austin Powers in the beginning when like they're like Johnson and they do that whole spiel and it's just like all the names for like your
Yes,
dingling,
dude.
your penis.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
That was funny. Private. Is that another one? Chupas? I don't know.
I don't want to get into too much slang stuff now.
Yeah, you go get me.
I'm just gonna keep.
Penis. Who wants to play penis? Wanker. Oh man, that's funny. Did I make you? What? Do I
What?
make? Oh, he's trying to say horny.
Austin
Do I
Powers.
make you horny, baby?
Have you seen
Yo,
that one, Kurt?
Austin Powers, tight like a tiger.
No.
Oh,
We got
bro.
to start
Kurt.
recommending movies that Kurt needs to watch.
Well, if he's into you got to watch Don't Be a Menace. That's a good one. You think
Oh
Friday's
my
funny?
God.
Have you seen Boys
Don't.
in the Hood, Kurt?
Maybe pieces of it.
All right. Well, it's a parody on that, but
Don't
it's
be a menace in
Don't Be a
South
Menace
Central.
while drinking your juice in the hood.
Mhm.
Oh, I love that movie.
Yeah, that's a good one. What
Somebody.
else we got?
Well, somebody mentioned. I had to look at the chat on YouTube. I don't know why there's people with crowns. I'm gonna have to look into that.
Like
There's like next to their name, there's crowns. I don't know what that is. Um, somebody asked about. Oh my God, I forgot the name of it. Like additives in a refrigeration system. Like an is it cool renew, something like that?
yeah, like Cool Renew. I heard. Yeah,
Any of y'all
I've
use
never
that?
used any of that stuff. Like to
I
help,
remember being
the
pitched that stuff, but as a homeowner, like put this in your system and it makes it so much percent colder or
it's
whatever.
colder. Mm-hmm.
Would love
Do
to
you
know
guys
what the
ever
hell
add
is in
anything,
that.
any type of solvents into a system or anything like that?
I had a snake oil salesman one time pay me to pump some kind of oil into his system, so I did it for him. I don't know what it was supposed to do, but he wanted it in
It did
his
it.
system and he got
and he
it.
and he felt better. Didn't do shit.
It's the coldest it's ever blown, actually.
Yeah.
I had a customer call in this week about humidity in the house being at 48%. I was like,
Woo. Better break
that's,
out the chapstick.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, that's pretty damn good. I'm like, you know where you're at, right? He's like, yeah, it seems a little high. I'm like, damn. Like, I don't know, man. I was like, that's really damn good.
Around here, if you
Well,
can break 50%, you're doing pretty good.
That's what I tell people. I'm like,
oh yeah.
generally what I see is like 50, 55. Older homes, it'll hit 60. You know what I mean? With
Yeah.
terrible envelopes and stuff like that. But I'm like, the achievability to get that 50, boy, whew.
That's good
You're doing
enough.
something right. Yeah.
I've never done that the renew or whatever it's called. But I recently did that video where I did the leak seal just because like and the unit's still working, so I'm gonna let it be until we get the damn coil in. And
Which
Dude,
which leak seal would you use?
that one's new Calgons. I've had good luck with that one as far as like
Okay.
getting them by, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean it was just a last resort type of deal.
Here's here's my thing with the leak seals. This is what I tell the customers. Okay, and generally I'm only going to do it if the system's out of warranty. Only
What?
because even though I use the Spectra line one, even prior to speaking to them when you did your show over there, that's what Tropic carries and that's what I used. And it's the only time I would do it, even though all these companies say, "Oh, we're OEM certified, this, that, and the third." I just don't want to risk it. You know what I mean?
Oh,
But
okay, yeah.
I think it's got the same oil in it, anyways. That's what they claim, if I'm not mistaken.
Which one were we talking about?
Spectra lines.
Oh, theirs is POE oil, I believe.
Yeah, yeah. They were saying
Right?
it's
I think so.
it's something like the guy really sold me on it when I was there. I was like, "Damn it, you should be in the field."
Yeah,
I
I
was
mean
like,
the main thing is the dye part of it. So like when I use a dye, and again, last possible resort, I want to actually get the ultrasonic, like you
"Ooh,
have, Kurt, to try it out because I've recently ran into two that I'm not seeing a damn leak on it, but I know it has a leak. So I still haven't gone down the rabbit hole of doing the dye for these because they're newer. They're not under warranty. They're not anything like that. They're old systems, but they are in decent condition where I'm not gonna start pumping in random shit into it, right? So
I'm gonna tell you, leak
what?
detector. I've had one leak that I couldn't pick up with a like an infrared leak detector.
Uh huh.
I was able to get a quiet room and just basically close off the air handler, and I could hear the leak before my microphone got to the air handler.
Oh, okay.
But it was
Well,
perfect condition. It was
yeah.
perfect.
That's see.
You,
See, that's the thing because people have. I've already had a couple of comments where like, you need to get that ultrasonic. Just invest in this. And someone was even like, those infrareds are junk and they never work. I'm like, they work for me. I don't know what to tell you, but
an
I was
infocom
like,
boy, I'll tell you what."
I need to see how it. Like, I'm gonna buy it knowing that I might not have the optimal conditions, like you said, like quiet, all that. It is super freaking windy, and I work only outdoors, so that's going to be my issue, right? I'm just skeptical of how it works in strong winds. That's my only concern.
but if you can learn how to use it, it's a nice tool to have.
Definitely, I do
People
want it as an
people have been
option.
telling me to squirt my coils with water when I'm doing a leak
Yeah,
search with it to
yeah,
help it make noise and stuff.
but yeah, the
I don't know, bro. I'm tripping out over here, dude.
it was funny though because I did that leak seal, obviously because I can't get the coil. I don't have time to pull out that condenser coil and get it because it's in a double row in the middle, like in the worst spot. And I was like, I'm gonna put the leak seal. I don't have a huge leak. It held the pressure like test. I lost like a psi. It wasn't a big deal. And like I said, it's been working because it's over 100 degrees. Trying to give them some cooling. That's my only priority, or like in that situation is like, does my customer have cooling? That's my thing, right? I don't care what anybody says about what I use, but I already had people in there like, oh, you're a hack. Just find the damn leak and fix it and this and
Oh
that. I'm like,
Jesus
you must have not watched the
Christ.
video because I did find the leak. I just can't get the damn coil. So I was like, whole ordeal in the comments.
Yeah. Um, Ted Cook did a really cool thing. Did y'all see that one where he just dumped a whole bunch of dye into like a refrigerant tank or a recovery cylinder with a refrigerant
I think I
that
was
was just
gonna bring
already
that up
blended?
one time. Yeah,
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. He's like, it's in the little experiment he said he was going to do. I wonder how it's doing for him. I have to hit him up. Checking on old Uncle Ted.
I hadn't heard from him.
He's still out there. He just did a damn drain line or something the other day.
Jason's like, cut the coil out. If it's an RTU, you can sweat the fittings off and remove the coil. I understand that. I just don't have the time. Um, it is
Build for the
also
time, brother. There's always time.
it's out of town as well, and I have freaking ACs
I'm
going
just
out left and
kidding.
right.
I would.
No, but I was just
Yeah.
gonna answer. It's a Daikin RTU.
There's your
Those
problem.
those are like 1/4 inch line sets in the condenser coil. Like they are ridiculously small. I don't know if you guys are familiar with those, but
Unfortunately.
Ooh, shots fired.
ultrasonics are difficult to use if they still have fluorescent lights. Oh, I've heard this too. Because the bulbs make a loud hissing sound.
Ah, makes sense.
See, there's all these little things that have made me like wait it out a little bit, but I'm probably just gonna bite on it finally.
Turn off the bulbs.
Still.
And what was the other lesson that we learned? Never change the oil in your vacuum pump. Wasn't that it?
Oh,
You had to. We almost. We're out of time. We're out
You
of time.
son of a bitch. We gotta go. Damn, that's for next week.
No.
End the
still got
show,
time.
Adrian. End the damn show.
Well, we'll see. I'm using the Hillmore. It's caused or it's had a few hiccups. We'll see what they tell me when they get back to me. What was I gonna say? Someone asked Kurt about Nate business cards.
Look at it. I love it. Yeah. Oh,
I
shit,
don't
tell us
have
more.
one. I don't have it with me, but I do have a copy of one. I promise I'll at least get a picture out. But when I was first starting the business, I didn't have anything, and I went to like a Office Depot and said, "Hey, can you just print me up some cards with my phone number?" And I don't know. Here's a picture of a Nate certificate
I
shield.
love it.
And it's
Oh,
got
shit, I'm
this
on
Nate,
10%.
so it's
I'm on
got this
10%.
Nate certified on it. Maybe 24/7 in my phone number, and this woman still had this card from like 16 years ago,
Yo, come on now.
and she thought my name was Nate because it said Nate certified.
We should all
That's
do that
good.
now. It's like Jake certified, Kurt certified.
Yeah, Jake's. That's good. I like
Now,
that.
I'm,
That's fun.
I wanted my business cards in the past were interactive in a way. It had like a QR code or something on it. And now on the back of it, I've just got the HVAC guy logo. So now if she thinks I'm anybody, she's gonna think I'm the HVAC guy.
Who is this guy? That's HVAC.
Matt was like, every detector has its pros and cons. There's a place on the van for both. Yes, when I started out, I only had an old school, TechMate. It's a heated diode one, the huge ass one that took all the big batteries, the D batteries, whatever. And that's all I had, right? Now I can get different ones because I've bought like infrared and heated diodes. So right now I have one of each. And I'm looking to add the what do you call it? The ultrasonic as well. And it just comes with time because like you're not gonna buy all that. Because I was just thinking about it on another podcast. I was
I'm
like, you're
gonna
not
tell you
gonna buy all
something.
that shit when you start.
If you have a
So you
big
can have
leak,
Stratus.
if you have a big leak you can't find, that ultrasonic will zero in on it fast.
I have that's what makes me want one because I've had like two recently where it's mostly running, so I didn't want to recover everything. It only needed like half a pound or something. And I was like, I know there's a leak, I just can't freaking find it. So like tomorrow or Monday, I'm gonna have to go out on one and just pump the crap out of it with nitrogen to find it because I can't find it. And what was it? We also have a nitrogen shortage, so that's gonna be fun. We have them all the time here. I don't know about you guys. If you
Oh,
guys have ever seen that, I don't know. For some reason, every few months there's a freaking shortage.
mm.
So, no, I
So when
don't even
people,
want to
It's
ask.
time to go. Time to go.
I don't even want to ask. I'm like, so what are you going to use? You going to use refrigerant? I know they're already doing it, so never mind.
let me see.
Lily?
Yeah, like
Why?
ECAS was saying 400 psi of nitro and bubbles. There you go. All right, guys. You good, Jake?
Yeah, just had to handle some business, you know what I'm saying?
You ready to close it out? Anything else?
Let's let's do this, fellas. Oh shit, get the balloons. I love the balloons on the that live thing you did. That was hilarious.
Okay,
Put the
do that.
balloons.
Real quick, Mike was asking about the pump. I will have a video very soon if you guys are concerned. But yeah, we'll see you guys next week. I'm gonna hit the outro.
Later, y'all. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Remember, make it to home the same way you left it.
Wrong
Okay, you
show.
got to end it when I say